What's going on YouTube? Big Guy Auto here. We're getting ready to do a starter on a 2006 Honda Civic. And this one's a little weird on location. It's on the back bottom side of the engine block. And so we're gonna have to go underneath the car to check it out. And we'll show you how to do it. Let's get started. So after disconnecting the battery, we're going to remove this small little bracket next to the starter in order to give us enough clearance to move it once we've taken out the bolts. Next step is to remove the clips on the wiring harness to allow us to have enough play to access the wire connectors to the starter. Next, I'm going to use a swivel head socket to access this top bolt with a long extension coming out of the fender well. That way I can apply the proper leverage without busting any knuckles. And, you know, this wouldn't be a Big Guy Auto video without me having to use a special tool because my hands are too big. And here's a magnet to pull out the bolt. And now we'll use a similar process to access the bottom bolt. And now it's just a matter of wiggling the starter over to the side so that we can access the electrical connections. Now that we have that loose, we'll go ahead and unplug our connector. And now remove the bolt to the main power supply to the starter. Make sure all the electrical connections are loose from the starter. And now the starter will just slide down out of the bottom of the chassis. With the new starter propped up in there, go ahead and replug your connector back. Reconnect the main power supply bolt. And now realign your starter back into the engine. Now it's just a matter of lining your bolts back up, and it's always good to try to hand start them so that you don't cross thread them and cause more issues. Now I am using a long extension for the top bolt, but I am using my hand to tighten it first to make sure it's properly aligned. I got my socket stuck up in there. Just gotta go up there and get it. And nope, that didn't work. There we go. And now we tighten the other bolts on up. Last but not least is to reconnect our electrical harness so that it stays in place while driving. So now all that's left is to reconnect your battery and start the engine. And that's basically it, guys. That's how you do a starter on a 2006 Honda Civic. Kind of pain in the butt. But hey, if you like this video, like and subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss any notifications. And as always, thank you. God bless.